My journey usually takes about an hour from door to door. I have a short walk first thing in the morning from my house to the railway station, then about 45 minutes on the train.
I take the train to work in the mornings and I take my bike with me on the train. It takes about 45 minutes, and when I get off the train at the other end, I cycle to the office.
Well, this morning I took a bus to the tube station, and then I took one tube, and then I took another tube, and then I had to take the train.
My journey into work takes an hour and a half. First I catch a mainline train into the centre of Tokyo, and from there I take the underground to the office.
I leave my house at about 7:45 and I go and pick up Rachel from her house. Then we drive along the motorway and it takes about 30 or 35 minutes to reach the office.
I usually get a cup of coffee at the station and tend to have my breakfast on the train in the morning. I also use the time to prepare for work because it's a good window of time, and also I like to read in the mornings.
While I'm travelling on the train, I tend to read a book. If there's a newspaper, I'll pick it up and read it, but I never buy the newspapers.
While I'm travelling, I pick up a newspaper and I read that, or I read a book.
While I'm on the train, I always get a seat, so I'm able to read or I prepare for meetings that day. When I'm on the tube, there is no space to do anything, you just have to stand there.
When we're driving, we listen to music, we listen to the radio, I sing and we chat.
I don't like it when the trains get too crowded, when there's lots of people fighting for seats. On the other hand, what I really do like about the journey is that it's a good chance to read novels, and I always pop a novel in my bag to take to read on the journey.
The only thing I really like about my journey is that it's quite short.
I don't really like public transport. It's smelly and it's a bit noisy, especially the tube. But at least I get time to read the paper, read my book, and hopefully, normally I've got a good book with me that I can read.
I like the time on the train, which is personal time, so you have the chance to read and to catch up with work.
What I like about the journey is that I've got a bit of company in the car, so it's nice to chat to Rachel before we get to the office. Sometimes we talk about work and sometimes we talk about what we did in the evening. But what I don't like is when there's lots of traffic on the motorway, so sometimes it takes a long time, sometimes we're stuck in the traffic.
It's quite a simple journey to work, so I'm usually on time.
I'm late for work about twice a week on average. I blame the trains, but to be honest, it's because I oversleep.
Sometimes I'm late for work if the train has been cancelled or if there's a signal failure on the train.
I'm never late for work. That's the beauty of living in Japan, because there the transport always runs on time.
We are hardly ever late for work, but if we are, it's usually because the traffic is very bad.